Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 12 of the striker career mode. This one is. We're with Leicester and we've made the World Cup squad. We've only played one game in the World Cup so far. We got left out of two of the group games against China and Brazil, I believe it was. We played against Sweden. We got 3 points there. So we progressed to the next round and we've got Colombia in the round of 16 with a possible draw against France or Uruguay in the quarters. At least I think it carries on in the same structure like this, which would mean most probably Spain or Germany in the semis, which would probably Argentina, Portugal, or Brazil. I'm guessing in the final maybe, but that is a long, long way away anyway. Today we have Colombia, and if it's following the same route that it has so far, we would miss the quarters, we would play the semis, and we would miss the final. But hopefully they start picking us for every game. But let's get into this game against Colombia, and it's a massive, massive game for our country, and we need to make sure we beat them in 90 minutes. World Cup round of 16, Colombia versus England. Big, big tie for England. And the lineup for Colombia: Ospina, Rodriguez, Mina, Sanchez. Who's that? Fabra, Barrios, Torres, Cuadrado, Izquierdo, Falcao, and Muriel. So a decent side for Colombia. And the England lineup: Butland, Walker, Smalling, Stones, Keane, and Rose at the back. And then the midfield: Dyer and Henderson, Holden, Ali in behind the two strikers, Harry Kane and Sean Measures. Henderson out wide on this left. Back to Rose. Side to Dyer, finds my feet. We're going to shoot, why not? And that's a big tackle and a big block, and we've just lost a load of performance points there. But corner to come in. We're just floating around on this edge of the box, really. We're not big enough to really cause too much of a problem in the box, but we can always be out there for volleys, etc. Oh, he tried to latch onto the end of that. Out wide to Walker. Back to Dyer. He plays a lovely little ball through to Walker there. Can he find me? Oh, we were there in the space. Wasn't a terrible ball, but a good block from the defender. Finds my feet. Play a simple little ball outside to Walker. Why not here? We're going to hit one. Oh, didn't really test the keeper. It was on our weak foot, but not a bad strike. Good football. Hendo switches one out to Walker, who gets there. Puts the cross in, and we can't get onto the ball. Colombia now come forward. Falcao bearing down on goal. Finds Muriel, and that's a decent save from Butland. Cannot afford to concede here, but it's a corner to Colombia. Harry Kane wins the ball back. Henderson pushes forward. It's a poor ball, but we've managed to just about get on the end of it. And with only a couple of minutes to go till half time, it looks like it's going to stay 0-0 unless Colombia can make anything from this attack. Danny Rose picks up. And there it is. There's the half-time whistle. Not a great half. I think we've been the better team. They put pressure on for about 5 minutes or so, but we haven't created nothing concrete though. So a much-needed improvement in the second half. Half-time performance. Great vision with those through-ball passes. Great short pass and well done keeping control of the ball. Great forward pass and your accuracy matched your ambition. 6.4 at half-time. Not the worst, but we definitely need to improve. And the player's been stopped. Dele Alli's picked up an injury, and hopefully this isn't a bad one. He's a key player for us. He's signalling for the bench to come over. It's not looking good for Dele Alli at all. And I only dread to think who we've got as a replacement. Just looked like an awkward fall more than anything. Tried to get up, realised he couldn't. And that could be the World Cup over for Dele Alli. Nathan Redmond comes on as a replacement. Henderson finds me, and we return one back to Henderson. He's strangely given it back to us way too early. Can we get a decent cross in? We do. Harry Kane's there. Harry Kane headers, and that's a big save from Ospina. Decent cross, decent little bit of play there from England. And a good save, to be fair. The ball didn't have much pace on it, but he still had to get across. And that's going to be a corner kick. Header from Measures. Never troubling the goalkeeper there. They always seem to give me a poor shot whenever I get a header that doesn't go in. Redmond finds my feet. We try to find Harry Kane and do just about. He tries to find Rose, who puts in, and Rose with a really poor shot. Once he'd beaten the defender, he should have carried on his run. Inside, Henderson. Can he find me? He can't, but we're going to run onto this. Go on, hit one. Oh! Measures nods down to Redmond. Out wide to Keane. Keane's got plenty of time and space here. Finds me. We roll our man. We try to hit one. Henderson! And that's straight at the goalkeeper with only a couple of minutes to go. That would have been a huge time to score. And now Colombia on the attack. Muriel goes back to Quintero. Chara tries to turn inside. Good tackle from Dyer. Surely we'll come away with this. We do. Keane. Henderson. Redmond. Someone send me. We're in. Ah, I've took it too wide and I've still hit it. It was a poor shot. It was a rush. And we've got 2 minutes left to go of the game, and this is most probably going to go to extra time. Possibly another chance here. Why not? Let's hit one. And that is awful. That is absolutely terrible. And that's the full-time whistle, and it's going to go to extra time. Our stamina and fitness and everything could have really done without extra time here. But Colombia definitely a tricky, tricky team. So at the full-time whistle, you can see we've been by far the better team. 10 shots, 5 on target, nearly 60% possession. Shot accuracy hasn't been great. Pass accuracy's been okay. But we need to see if we can get this winner in extra time. We do not want the dreaded penalty shootout. Well in from Keane. We tried to find the feet of Kane, but tried to play it to Redmond. I fully blame Redmond for that. Colombia swing one forward. Chara, he's going to shoot. It's going to be a goal. I don't believe it. I really don't believe it. We're 1-0 down against Colombia. We should never be 1-0 down, and we are 20 minutes or so away from getting kicked out of this World Cup. We need a goal, and we need one quick. That is absolutely shocking from England. Klein finds my feet. We try and find Kane. We do. Kane shoots, and Kane really should have scored. Definitely should have scored. Not good enough from Harry Kane. Not good enough from England. Dyer gets it back. And I tell you what, we're in here, aren't we? Harry Kane. What has he just done? What have you just done? You're in. Take your time. Settle. Use your strong foot. I don't believe we're going to go out of the World Cup on these terms. I really don't. Second half of extra time to come. We're a goal down. Falcao brings it forward for Colombia into the feet of Sanchez. Chara to get his second just goes over the bar. Terrible defending, terrible performance from England. Colombia slipped one through. Chara's in. He's caused us no ends, and that's got to be a red card. There's zero option. It's a red card. It has to be. See you later. Red card, Dyer's out. We're down to 10 men. 4 minutes left on the clock. It's just all looking desperate now, and I can't believe we're going to go out of the World Cup on these terms. Terrible tackle from Dyer. No, I mean, not even close to getting the ball. Free kick. I assume this is Rodriguez. He hits one, curls one. It's come off the bar. Header one. Keane puts it in my path. Can we? Can we? Can we? Can we? We can't. Terrible. Henderson into my feet. Push that out wide to Redmond. Harry Kane. Redmond. Back into me. Why did I ask for it? Cost our team the World Cup. Absolutely shocking. Really bad performance. Played a 7.5 so far. And even though that doesn't sound too bad, it's been really, really bad. Henderson. Oh, you've got to. And that is the full-time whistle. England are out of the World Cup. Really disappointing. I mean, Colombia had the better chances. You'd probably argue we had by far more of the ball. We just couldn't break down their back line. They were absolutely monstrous at the back. Really, really good. So there we go. End of the game. Match rating of 7.6. I mean, we didn't do too much wrong. We just couldn't break him down. We really could not break him down. 3 shots on target, 6 off target. There was times there where we should have easily had a goal or two there. So I semi blame myself for us getting kicked out of the World Cup. Player performance at the end of the game. Great job so far this season. Your passing's been top notch. Good passing, and then try to hit the target if there is no other teammate in a better position. Playing as attackers is more about than just scoring goals, about keeping possession. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Not good enough. Dele Alli out for 2 months with a broken elbow. Not good news for Tottenham, but doesn't matter for England now because we're out. Well, the World Cup's over and we're back with Leicester. We'll have a look to see who wins the World Cup, but I suppose the last little bit of exciting thing is that we're on the transfer list, so we could get an offer at any point from another team, and we've got an offer now actually. Let's have a little look who this is from, and it's from Dortmund. I had this in my other save, my goalkeeper career mode, and I just don't want to go to Dortmund really. I think we've done enough to get a big move to England. Really don't want to go to Dortmund. So no, I'm going to reject it. I might regret it just like I did in my goalkeeper career mode, but we're going to reject it. Don't want to go there. And if I stay at Leicester, it's not the end of the world. We're actually so much better than when we started. It's getting a little bit easier. We could have a really good season for Leicester. And the World Cup has finished, and as you can see, Spain are the World Cup champions. They beat Italy in the final 2-0. We would have faced France. France went on to beat Colombia 4-1 in the quarters. They then lost on penalties to Spain in the semis. Um, we were definitely on the tougher side of the groups there. If it had been on that right hand side, I mean, Slovakia made it through to the quarters, so did Holland, and Italy through to the finals. That was definitely the easier side. But to be fair, we played one of the easier teams on the other side, and we still lost to them. So no good. So Spain win the World Cup, and here we are back in the regular season with Leicester. Okay, so we've got our first friendly today of the new season, and rather than play all these games and while I'm still recording, I'm going to end the episode here, and then the next episode will be generally a bit of a transfer special if we do get an offer. But we'll probably be playing one of the first couple of games of the season, maybe up until the deadline day, possibly, because ideally we'd like to get a move away from Leicester, but we'll have to see what happens. So thank you very much for watching. I can't believe we're out of the World Cup already. I really can't. That was very short-lived. But thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, please leave it a like. If you're new, subscribe, and I'll do my best to bring you daily football content. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode.